Kalimera. I need to start from beginning. So, as you heard from introduction, I'm born in Bosnia and my life started there. So, I was there during the war and I experienced, as you can imagine, during the war, lots of things. That means that I bring lots of traumas and not so many pleasant memories. But let me tell you how I shift these memories through creativity with initiation. You understand the concept. It was war, and my father used to make jokes about my options for my university time. So he said, you have 4 options: economy, law, tourism, and he said, I am going to buy you 20 sheep and you are going to take care of them on the mountain next to our home. So I said, 20 sheep, it's pretty cool for me. But my mom said, listen, babe, just go far away, choose whatever. I decided to go with economy. And both of them, they know that I'm a very creative person and that I will know to find my own way. So I moved to Novi Sad and now I started a new chapter of my life. Finally, I was free to experience totally different environment where I capture the beauty of that city in every possible way. Very easily people discover my talent and I got so many offers for jobs. So I started to realize, okay, now I have some money, not a lot, and I can go to New York because that was my dream when I was really, really young. So I moved to New York. I was 23. I had plenty of time to exploring the city, and I really enjoy in every moment of circling around the city. In that moment, I already had portfolio and I work in my field. I sent so many emails to photographers and to the studios, and I asked for internship. Some of replies was positive, as some of was negative, but I was very focused on these positive replies. So it was very interesting for me to, as I said, circling around the city, and now, for the first time in my life, to be in foreign country. My English was also very terrible, like today. But I somehow discovered that, if I'm going to do photography, I need to really connect with people and go from out of my comfort zone. So I started to talk with people, and I discovered that homeless people love to talk. New York is a very fast city, and when you are in a city like that, like everyone is hurrying all around. But with homeless people, I really discover lots of joy in their lives and lots of stories that unfortunately no one will going to hear. So now I have this portfolio and a lot of recognitions in that moment, and my visa expired. So I returned back to Serbia, and I started to get lots of jobs and lots of opportunities. But then I realized that in New York, I really learned that everything is okay with me, and then I need to take responsibility about my life and next steps. So now I was in Belgrade, and I have everything that you can dream in this commercial world and field of photography, but I really wanted to contribute in much more meaningful way. So now in this position, when I know all these celebrities, I start to talk with them about talking these stories about homeless people and how we can really speak in their names. So what we did, we agreed that I'm going to put them in in role of homeless, and it was mutual interaction. So we together, we started to create this image where we say so many stories that already exist. Lots of celebrities join in this project. For example, this is Dragan Mićanović, our major actor, and these stories really impact to this group of people. In the same time, I got invitation from civil rights defenders, and they asked me to do exhibition during the Pride Week, which I did. And now, after so many years of feeling very insecure and vulnerable about myself and environment where I was, I decided that it's time. I can speak in the name of these people, in the name of LGBTQ plus community, but I also wanted to include heterosexual couples and their families and their kids. So we named this exhibition We Exist, and it's shown 3 times in Serbia, and it was really big success for the community. Next thing that I want to say, that also I witnessed to some historical moment where I was in Bosnia during a Pride Week for first time in my life, and I really realized that with time, how time changed, like we also change, our perception changed, and it was very meaningful for me to be there in Sarajevo and connect with these people who have so many stories to share. And I'm very optimistic about the future back in my country. So Corona happens, and lots of articles I read during this time, and I discovered that 30% of people who are doing recycling is Roma people, and they have terrible bikes that they are work with. So I started to realize that, okay, there must be a way that we can really help to these people. So I called my clients, I asked for some money, I found these guys in Novi Sad who make some bikes, and we make them electronic bikes. I'm always interested about invisible stories, and next story that I want to show you is about one girl called Slađana. She's also a Roma lady, and I don't know how is the situation here, but back in Serbia, you cannot see Roma people in TV commercial, in magazines. Sometimes they portray them only as, you know, already what's the image, but I wanted to show that they are really big and important part of our society. So there is this exhibition that happens every year, and I always choose this opportunity to bring some topic through this project. Basically, we have opportunity to do photo replica of already famous painter. So this paint is actually work of Paja Jovanović, Serbian famous painter. But as you can see, this is his wife, and obviously she is very rich and very fortunate to have this beautiful and safe life. But this is Slađana. Slađana is someone who really fight for her education and for her peace in our country. I wanted to put them together on the same wall, and the impact was beautiful. This story was all over the media, and Slađana finally had the opportunity to speak her story through some other magazines and channels. This is the same project, just another painter. We talk here about ecology. This paint was work of Milena Pavlović Barili, one of my favorite painter. And what I can say about this photo is that I discovered that there is this girl called Tamara Aleksic. She's actress, young actor, and she's using her platform to promote something that I really believe that every of us needs to do. I believe that if we are using these social media and these channels, that it's really nice to point to these problems that we have in our society. And Tamara did amazing job. I recognize her as someone who can really speak in this story. So this is Tamara. As you can understand probably, and you was probably photographed for so many times, when you're portraying someone, the process is really intimate. And I'm sometimes very close to these people that I'm portraying. And in that process of portraying, I see and I feel so many things that sometimes are hidden. Sometimes they are hidden even from us. And in that moment when I photograph someone, I really want to understand why these people have fears, and can we switch them in and show them as, you know, something that is true. And now in this moment there is the reality is not so nice. As you can see, there is a war, and I really believe that our purpose in this life is to really be aware about what's happening and not close eyes in the front of what's happening. I want to address something that happens to me during Corona, because as you can see, I'm very emotional about all this project, because this is something that I'm doing for myself and for other people. And sometimes my friends and my family, they are saying to me, just leave these things, don't overthink. You have an already amazing career, do these commercial jobs, travel, enjoy. But no, I always going back to understand all of my feelings. And one of the feelings that I address during Corona time was that I missed something during my childhood. When I was in Bosnia, it was not option to go for ballet. And I was always inspired by moving and body language. And for me, ballet was something that I really wanted to experience. And I discovered that, yeah, there is a ballet class in Serbia, which I joined. And on one of these classes, I really had a moment when I burst into tears. I went to the toilet, I cried so much, and I saw my reflection. And in that moment, I really had realization about, and bigger picture about what's going. Is it something wrong with me, or I can, be stronger than this? I wipe my tears, I return back to the classroom, I hold the bar, and I saw my reflection. In that moment I said, babe, everything is fine with you. Just breathe and enjoy in this moment. From that moment, I realized that it's really important for me to be present and not give myself so easily to these feelings that can block you from your personal development. So during this whole process, lots of people follow what I have to say, and very easily and very fast after this moment, I got invitation from Museum of Contemporary Art from my country, and they offer me to do exhibition whenever I'm ready. So I was very confused, what can I say? Because I ran from Bosnia because of my traumas, and I experienced the world in very, very different environments. So as as you heard, I'm doing also not only fashion photography and commercial photography, and that world is totally different than all these stories that I already told you. And I didn't know I'm ready for this step or not, and I had so many questions. But then I realized that I initiate so many things during my career that was something that is called from my soul. And now I'm really realizing that, yeah, I need to accept this exhibition, and I need to return back to Bosnia and spread all the knowledge and all these visuals that is my language. As you can see, I'm terrible with words, so my visuals are speaking much, much better than me. So I'm going to use this opportunity and continue to speak about these invisible stories and make them visible to all of you. Thank you so much.